Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman, and today is October 5th. Things in the server logs are returning to normal now that Google is complete on the report updating that they've been doing for the past week or so. And I'm happy to confirm, this is weirdly a relief for me, that in the Search Console, the page coverage report was updated last night. Yay! I will also, if you're seeing this, I put a link here in my data so that I'll remember like what the heck was happening, and I'll put the link in the description so you can read it too. This is a webmasters doc where they break down all the changes that they made in the search report, and I'd like to bring your attention to hold on just a second. So I wanted to make sure that I was showing you the right page. This is the link. You'll find this in your Search Console yourselves. At the top, there'll be a little blue note. And I want to bring your attention to the report details down here, and specifically about tables. And you see here, there's a new column called Source. And the value indicates whether the condition listed in the reason column is caused by the website or by Google. And if the reason is a website action, you should fix the issue if it makes sense to do so. Now, what they don't say is what to do if the reason is caused by Google. And I just like to take a moment for a private, I told you so moment. This is part of why I'm so passionate about getting this data and watching their feet. Because too many of us think Google is infallible and that they are all-knowing, and if there is any issue at all why your content isn't indexed is because it originated in what you did. Now, right here, right now, this can be a touchstone for all of us. Like when we've done 100% of what we can do, and the source of the website, the source of the issue is not your website. That means Google has messed up, all right? And at the same time, I just want to remind everybody that I'm totally convinced, this is where my passion comes from, but I'm totally convinced that there is gold in their hills, meaning that as we learn more and more about how the indexation process is done, we'll be able to convert that data into knowledge that will help us get a leg up. Patience, Yago. Okay, so let's go back to the indexation page. This is a test day. So the page was published, indexation was requested, and the first Googlebot visited, and Search Console is confirming, yeah, it crawled it, but it's not through the indexation yet. Now, no new content has been found so far, but what was rolled back yesterday is back in. It's findable by its keyword. So now let's look at the bots, and they look pretty normal, like back to normal, except this desktop bot here, which normally crawls the directive files, it has not fully returned to that activity. Like basically in this log that I'm parsing out, there have been 0 sitemap crawls, lots of robots text files, which we know because they told us. They make sure that they don't serve pages that are marked to not be indexed, so that they're never served. So that seems to be a very important activity. And if you don't want your page, I recommend you utilize the robots text file, but on the page itself, use the metadata tag that says no index, like you can follow it, but don't index it, that kind of thing. Those are clearly part of the process. As I think as we move into this week, we may see individually some volatility because they were working on Search Console, which meant on the flip side, they weren't fully focused on getting new content into the index. And just as a reminder, we are now in Q4, and expect that what you're going to see is the value of backlinks gets dialed up. And they do this certainly over the past 2 years, possibly more, but they're sort of, unembarrassed about it now. So they're just going to do it, and that's going to cause a certain amount of volatility. All right. Well, as always, I'll keep you posted. Subscribe to get the latest reports and check out Confessions of an SEO. I think this week I'm going to talk about just in general, the evolution of SEO. It's more than just the title tag.